Well, hey there, folks. I'm Meteorologist Matt Barrentine, getting things going here on this Saturday morning. That's, of course, a look live from our battleship camera, looking towards downtown Mobile. And you can see the clouds. Not a whole lot of rain with those clouds, so that's the good news. But we do have some clouds out there to begin the day here across the area. All right, now that folks are getting on board and joining, let's go ahead and cut on over here, show you what we're looking at. I think I got this chair all messed up. There we go. All right, so what we're looking at here is obviously the radar, a few little showers, mostly moving from west to east here across the area. And that's going to continue to be the case throughout the day. We're going to see these things bubbling up and popping up. There's nothing real major going on right now. The best shower that we got is right on top of Fort Walton, and a little bit of lightning going on with that. But you see it's basically right on top of Fort Walton. This is moving east. It's about to get to the pass there at Destin and cross on over and bring some rain over that way. Also, Niceville will get some rain out of that. Valparaiso will get some rain. So Okaloosa County, southern Okaloosa County, getting one of these little showers right now. Let's look at the bigger picture here. A lot of rain out there over the Gulf. I know at this time of year, end of August, like, whoa, that doesn't look good. No worries, this is an upper level disturbance. You have to have something down at the surface to create a tropical system. So this isn't something that's going to form into a tropical system, at least not at this moment. And all this rain looks like it's going to spread over towards the Panama City area for the most part. We'll get a little bit on the edge of this. We're not going to get into this big old batch of the rain, which is good. This is going to head towards Panama City, Apalachicola, Big Bend region of Florida. Now, like I said, this is a part of an upper level disturbance. There's a trough. It cuts down right through there. So it's big, almost like a U shape. That is a trough of low pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere. This is about 20,000 feet up with these winds that we're showing here. And that creates the lift that's creating this rain, and it's going to drag it here across Florida, then out into the Atlantic. Now, once it gets out here, it might be able to get a little surface circulation going. Some of the models are kind of showing a weak surface circulation once it gets off the coast of Florida and South Carolina and Georgia. But then even if it does try to form there, it would be moving away from the U.S. So this thing isn't going to be a worry, but it will bring some rain to points east of us here today. Now, let's go ahead and check that out. Here's the futurecast. Keep an eye on the time there. It's going to be lunchtime there. We'll start seeing at least a few scattered showers. See this rain. Likely the heaviest rain that we'll get today will be over in the Panhandle, as we see a number of showers there. We'll continue to see these things bubbling up. They'll move from west to east here across the area as we go through the afternoon, and they'll continue to do so right on into the early evening hours as well. So it's not a 100% rain chance type of day. Okay, but it's not a 20% chance of rain type of day either. There's going to be a number of showers and storms bubbling up. They'll move from west to east across the area, mainly in the afternoon. Not a big deal kind of thing, but, just be aware of that. If you hear some thunder rumbling, get indoors for a little while, but don't let it ruin your plans. Things we still can manage on a Saturday, on an afternoon here in August. All right, so there it is. Storms likely, temperatures around 9 degrees. All right, so let's get in. Well, let me show the beach forecast real quick. Got to show this because, once again, we're looking at that high rip current risk. Unfortunately, the Gulf is still pretty churned up, so conditions still aren't great at our local beaches. So just something to keep in mind. That'll be persisting throughout the weekend. All right, now, tropics time. All right, so obviously it's been busy, to say the least. 13 named storms already, 4 hurricanes, 1 major hurricane, of course, with Laura. Most of the major storms happened after August 20th, so now we are beyond that point. Of course, we've already seen Laura. So this is right on pace with those major storms as well, but way above pace with the just the sheer number of storms. We are crossed out all the way through Marco. Nana would be next. There's not very many names left already. We're already more than halfway through this list. So I give it about a 90% chance that we're going to see some Greek names at the tail end of this season. I mean, we've only got 8 names left. I think we'll get through all these. So almost certain we'll be going alpha, beta, gamma for some storms here late in the season. So just an incredible year, back into the 2005, the very craziness of a very busy year. So what do we have going on in the tropics right now? Like I said, that little disturbance that's going to pass over Florida and head out to the Atlantic has a small chance, I think, of some development. This one here, small chance of development. That one off the Caribbean. Then we got this one coming off the Cape Verde Islands. That one has a moderate chance of development. The hurricane center is giving it a 40% chance. And this one I have labeled with a red ring, this big wave just coming off Africa. The Hurricane Center doesn't have a number on this one yet, but the models sure do. The models love this one to become a tropical system. And then there's another tropical wave, can't see it yet, that's going to come off of Africa that the models also really love. So it's likely what we're about to see is getting into that conveyor belt type of action that always typically happens in September, where you can get one storm after another just rolling off of Africa. So it looks like we're about to get into that, but we're not quite there yet. So we got a few days to watch these things, and they're way out, so that gives us plenty of time. So there are no immediate concerns, which is the good news. So I figured I'd do this. I'm going to show you the GFS model, the American model. The American model's been doing great this year. Been doing very well. Now that first one I was just pointing out, it does show a little bit of circulation here. This is tomorrow afternoon, but it's likely too close to South America to be able to get much going. And as we go to Monday, it pretty much goes away. Some of the ones farther out, this one does show a little bit of circulation here, but not as pretty broad. Here's Tuesday. Yeah, there it is again. So it is trying to, that's the 40% one I was just showing, looking like it's trying to develop it there. So that one may have some legs to it. The one I talked about off of North America, did it do anything on this model? Not quite. Let me go back a little bit. It's trying to show a little bit of circulation right there. That's Monday morning. So that's that one that's going to work its way over to the north part of Florida. So it's possibilities there, I suppose. But as you can see, these aren't very, they're not showing up very well, which is a good thing, which means the models aren't fully into them yet. So not finding, there's continuing to be a bit of circulation here, but here comes, I'm so in your way. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take this full screen. I'm just in the way if I sit there and try to move. Okay, so look right above where it says GFS model. You'll see a better circulation. That's the one I was just talking about that the models really, really like. And so I'll put this into motion. Watch, it'll develop here as it moves past the Cape Verde Islands. It's right in the very far edge of your screen on the right and continues to develop as it moves off into the middle of the Atlantic. And if I had this one going even farther out in time, there's another one right behind it likely developing too. So nothing surprising to see the far Atlantic tropics firing up as we go into September. So this is certainly would be something that we would expect. So that's what we're looking at. Let me go back to the back again to the map, main map, and just once again cut back in here. So we have this one. The models aren't too keen on it. They tend to crash into South America. This one showed a little bit of development in that model. This one showed a lot of development in that model. So, something we'll keep an eye on the next several days. Once again, no immediate concerns, but things will eventually start to crank up out in the tropics. All right, so let me give you quickly the long-range forecast for us the next several days. Rain chances, like I said earlier, they're going to be out there. It's not 100%. It's not going to rain all day long, but we are going to have passing off and on showers throughout the day today and tomorrow as well, and even into the first part of the upcoming week. Very typical late August forecast. From 70s in the morning, around 90 in the afternoons. So like I said, very typical to what you would expect to see at this time of year along the Gulf Coast. Once again, no immediate worries in the tropics for us. Things we'll keep an eye on, but and things will eventually get more cranked up again out there. But for now, we got a little bit of a break as Laura's completely gone, and we're watching the deep Atlantic now for some more development in coming days. So that's what we got. Hope you had yourselves a great Saturday morning. We'll be with you here throughout of course, the weekend. I'll be back on tonight on Fox 10 News at 9 p.m. And we'll see you tomorrow morning as well, 7 to 8 a.m. right here on Fox 10 News. Thank you so much.